it was rough.
Yeah. I mean, I'm surprised the crowd didn't boo him off. For the recording, guys, we were talking about the horrible comedian or whatever you want to call him, bearded guy with long hair that popped onto the stage at IPL. Absolutely horrible. Um, no idea what was going on.
Yep. But enough about that. Now we're moving in the dual sight, and we see Super Slinky. Oh, mismicroing those probes a little bit. He mentioned that he needed to settle his nerves, but dual sight's a pretty interesting map, especially with the terrain. But it allows for a lot of interesting play because your back is so exposed that air attacks are pretty prominent in the mid game.
Yeah. So this is the game point for Standard Gaming. They are up at 4-3 versus Binary Gaming. Here I have Binary Gaming's Fan spawning as the pink Terran player. His opponent is Super Slinky, the red Protoss player.
Yeah, I mean, lots of pressure right now on both Super Slinky and Fan. Fan needs to continue winning, and we just saw him execute the 1-1-1, and he did it pretty damn well. So I would be really surprised if he didn't do the exact same thing.
Yeah, because it's unbeatable. um, like, we have the probe now scouting in here. Super Slinky
This is
actually
weird.
would be,
Two SCVs are out patrolling around. Oh, maybe he's suspecting cheese, but
yeah, maybe.
now we have three SCVs running around.
I don't quite agree with that because he hasn't scouted his opponent's base, and he's just
No, he hasn't.
randomly scouting the map. It's okay if you have two SCVs running around, but it's not okay if you have three running around.
I think he's really fearing the cheese right now. That he basically just thinks that that's probably the most likely play.
Because it's the only way to beat a Terran player if he goes 1-1-1. I mean, in the lower leagues like Diamonds, you don't see it as often because I guess players there don't watch pros and
Yeah.
don't know about the build. But
But like, I think there's two ways to blind counter it, but it's not likely and it's not easy.
yeah,
Uh,
and blind countering is never good. Like,
no, it's luck. That's what it is. But you know, in some sense, that luck is also part of skill.
yeah, we have the Cybernetics core coming up for Super Slinky, and I mean, there's nothing special in a fan's base, but all the beginnings for a 1-1-1 are in place.
Yep. Let's talk about the delicious Taco Bell I'm gonna have after this.
Oh.
Whoa. Sorry,
I'm
my
gonna,
stream.
I'm gonna get a cookie
Sorry.
after this. I want a cookie. And we have a like,
Taco Bell.
yeah. My favorite cookie is from Costco.
Look, we see Fan opening up again with that bunker at the lower ramp of his opponent.
Factory coming up. If he gets a gas real soon, equals 1-1-1.
He saw the bunker going up, but he didn't react to it.
He actually is sending a Zealot out across the field, and we'll see if he's able to do any damage with that.
The Stalker too.
Stalker is also going to be running across the field, and actually this could be an interesting play. Fan is throwing down a bunker though, and there's the gas. This is definitely 1-1-1. It's up to Super Slinky to hold this off. There's still that bunker up at his front. The Zealot is going to be running up towards up to BNY's front, and he will be catching those Marines. He will see a bunker coming up. There is a starport coming up for Fan as well. And there should be a reactor coming real soon. There's that reactor coming up. This is definitely the kill all build, except for if you're playing against the Terran or Zerg.
Yeah, it looks like Super Slinky wants to stick to gateway units and I guess maybe just mass produce and try to have enough to handle the 1-1-1 when it comes. But the problem is that if Fan tries to get, tech upgrades behind it, like Cloaked Banshee or Siege Tank, it's going to be really hard to deal with. And look at this. The second gas is really late.
Yeah.
So he's not even going to have the sentry count he'll need to force field off the army and properly handle it.
So here, I think Super Slinky is actually limiting himself by not killing that bunker off. He can't grab his natural expansion. The 1-1-1 is fully underway. The second barracks coming up. Fan at 34 food, and Super Slinky doing the 4-gate, hoping that 4 gates worth of units will be able to hold this off. He is producing a robotics facility as well to be able to get some immortals out.
we'll see some warps. That's a great way to get back in it. He already has a proxy pylon, so I like the idea of hitting him before he has a crucial amount of units that he'll need for the 1-1-1. If he can attack first before his numbers get too critical, I think he has a shot.
And a Viking from Fan sees the pylon, so I wouldn't be surprised if he got a couple of Marines out there to clean that up. Banshees are now on the way, and it's gonna be it's gonna be late for Super Slinky to push in there real soon, because that first Siege Tank is popping out, first Banshee is on the way, and all of those Marines are leaving the base. Fan may be leaving preemptively. He is going to be going after that pylon. 2 Zealots are there, and those Marines will be able to take care of them if they... Why isn't he cleaning those up?
Probably because he knows he doesn't have as many units as he would want right now. So every unit's critical to him, so it's not worth it.
Probably 2 Zealots there.
Yeah.
So here comes Super Slinky. He's going to be trying to bust up the front here with his Stalkers and the Zealots.
He really needs to put up that Guardian Shield. That Guardian Shield is so important. Oh, and choosing to use a Force Field instead.
And the bunker is being mass repaired. No, it's not. The SCVs were not set to auto repair. And it looks like the Stalkers are getting taken out by those Sea Shanks and the Marines. And Super Slinky's push here has been taken care of.
And is that supply depot? No, doesn't even go down. Oh, looks like maybe he wants to snipe it out.
There's a Banshee in Super Slinky's main. He's going to be able to take care of a bunch of these probes.
He's still doing a ton of damage. There aren't that many Marines, but the siege tank's up now.
Yeah, he does take down a Banshee, and that's pretty good. He's trying to range down those Sea Shanks. Looks like he's not going to be able to push in there any further. And the Banshee from Fan is going to get pushed out of the main of Super Slinky.
I think he's held it off, though. If he can expand in the next 2 minutes, I think he's going to be okay, because Fan's numbers have been greatly reduced. He doesn't even have any more Banshees.
I agree with that. It looks like a scan going down to be able to clean up that Observer. But as long as Fan continues just purely making units...
well, look at his production, though. Oh, there we go. Finally getting back into it.
I don't agree
he was
with
idle
Fan
right
actually
there.
making SCVs. Like, that sounds strange, but I don't agree with the fact that he's making SCVs right now, because it is all in, and you don't need to expend 50 minerals at a time, especially if your main is already fully saturated, even oversaturated as of this point. And here comes the expand from Super Slinky. He did delay the 1-1-1, but I'm not sure if he's held it off as of yet. If he gets up,
looking at the army size right now, though. Well, that's here. When we take a look at the units tab, they're even in harvesters, but Super Slinky is grabbing his expansion. I would really want to see him start making some immortals. I think that's going to be so important with the tank count. Well, he's geared up for the push, or maybe he just wants to clear his main so he can finally expand. Or, excuse me, his natural.
And we keep lagging here.
Yeah, one of our spectators is lagging.
And over here, Super Slinky does have his natural expansion finishing up. But if Fan pushes it within the next few minutes or now, this could be really difficult to hold off. And gateway coming up for Super Slinky. He's gonna need a lot more gateways than that to hold this off. And it looks like the push from Fan is going to be coming forward. This is a very strong push. There are 4 Sea Shanks, a ton of Marines, as well as 2 Banshees in that mix. It's strong because he hasn't lost as many Banshees as he did in the last game. And over here, Super Slinky just has a few Zealots and a couple of Stalkers. He's going to try
he's going to get caught out of position. He's trying to do a flank, but the sheer numbers that Fan has right now are just way too huge. And there's only 1 sentry.
Yeah, the Stalkers coming around the backside are going to be trying to do the flank, but the Sea Shanks are now set up. 1 Banshee does go down, but if Fan just keeps pushing in here, it's just going to be difficult to hold off. The SCV is going to be going to work as well. holding those units back. Looks like the Stalker's coming back on the other side, trying to take out a couple of Sea Shanks, but the Sea Shanks are just too good. 2 Immortals in this mix. They are getting targeted by those Marines, and down they fall. Super Slinky now.
Yeah, he didn't have anywhere near as many Immortals as he needed. His money's also too high right now. I mean, there it is, the 1-1-1. We know how it punishes Protoss. So it's going to be a tie game, 4-4.
Yeah, like, I don't even know, like, if I can even say it's punishing. It's just, it's overpowered is what it is.
Yeah, it's...
GG
yeah.
from the Super Slinky. And we're going to be moving to the ace match.